clip out of there.
This guy out.
Just pull that down. If anything, the bar may assist you with that. And as you start to work with it, it'll come up for you. And that's a good little spot for a little WD-40 you can see right there and right there.
Yeah.
Now you want to just pull that chain up as straight as possible, all the way up to the very top. All right.
Now, see where I am. You were 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's what we refer to hanging them. And I've got my link going, my excess link. So the 4th link, you're going to put it in the 5th one, right? So you want to grab it. Yep. You grab it right there. You have the excess link towards the rear of the trailer. Now set it up on that jaw. Now you can just, because it's stiff.
I'm going to put my pen back in.
Yep.
Okay. It's amazing how all these little parts like do so much.
And really, to think about it, if you look at it right here, see where the pivot point is on that bracket?
Yep.
You see where the weight is?
Yep.
It's actually pulling it down into the trailer more so than trying to pull out of it. So that pin is giving you more of a peace of mind than anything. That pin does really need to be there. In the case of a turn where one bar would shrink and it would tug on it a little bit, it may want to pop it. A good set of railroad tracks may want to pop it, but the weight is not there. It's more or less a mental peace of mind for us. Now we've got this all hooked up. We want to check to make sure we got a good height out of it. All we want to do is let this thing back down. And as we let it back down, you're going to see the chains start to stiffen up, and you can feel the bars coming back to where they're putting some load back on the front axle of the truck.
Now you want that chain to stay straight, right?
Yeah.
If it starts
it's gonna pitch, because if you look at it, the knuckles are where the castings where the trunnions ride are about 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches outside the bar. So as it pivots, one's gonna grow and one's gonna shrink. There's got to be a minimum of 5 links of chain between here and there. So when the bars do grow and shrink in length, they're doing it without trying to move or walk the brackets on the trailer frame.
I see.
If there was only 3 links and it needed to move 4 inches, it would rip the bracket off the frame of the trailer.
Yeah.
And notice too, the excess chain is dropped and put to the bottom. It's not up in the top and bound up.
Causing trouble, yeah, because it could rip off too.
My son did that over on this side. He did that side right, but he did this side wrong. He had the upper chain up there. So then just take and crank the jack all the way up. You don't want to leave it down. You come in and out of a driveway, you take it off, you bend it. These things aren't the best things to replace.
Nope.
And
do you think that's what happened with her?
No, it's just old.
It just got old.
You really start to use a lot, and you unhook and hook a bunch of times. They make these in power. They're not ridiculous. They're about $300. You can just be sitting there talking, holding this, thumb on one button, it's raising it up and down, and hooking up the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
You think about what lazy individual would have that? It's on my boat trailer, but it's like power windows. Once you have
I would do it too if I was in your business.
Yeah.
Then you even need the tools more.
Now the electrical socket here. There's a little trick I like to do with it. Yes, we want to put it in here. Keyway goes top dead center. Slide it in. Latch it in. Make sure it's in there.
Pull it out a little bit.
Yeah, just make sure it's all in there. What I like to do with this is take and keep this out of harm's way. I put it into the clip here.
That's smart.
Got enough room. I don't think we're going to have enough. With the way the plug is, I don't think we're going to have it. Usually you have a little extra, but no, I think we'll be okay. And it's got enough of a curl to it too. Oh, there we go.
No, it'd be too much.
What we don't want to do is have this stuff wrapped around here. We don't want the chains over the top of this.
Touching it at all.
It's out of its way. These aren't going to interfere. This isn't going to interfere. Then we're left with the last one here. And this
wait, I just want to ask you, so this moving is what we were hearing.
Yep. This knuckle bound up in there, and think about it, there's a lot of weight and torque on there because that pin is jammed in there and this bar is picking up on it to transfer the weight. So this is made out of a sprung steel, and as the weight comes down on it, it's trying to pick up. We're no longer pushing down on the hitch, we're picking up on it. And that's why you can double the capacities of these trailer hitches by using this equipment.
And that's where they say put a little grease. Put a little oil.
The oil would go down in there. What I'm going to do here is, I noticed this was just a touch loose. When we go inside to take care of the paperwork, I'm going to have them come back out here, clean the bottom buckets, get the bar out of here, clean the bottom buckets out of this, clean the jaws out of that, make sure the bars are clean, hit these bolts one more time and hit this, and both of the brackets walked a little bit, come back and hit those. That will take about a second to do.
Okay.
This piece here, what we want to do is we want to come over the top. Complete self-supporting system, doesn't need to be tied into anything. You're going to see people that put it around the ball. You're going to see people that put it around the clip. You're going to see people that just hook it into the safety chains. That's not the proper way of doing it. What you want to do, and the reason why we put this clip on here, is we feed it back through to itself, and then we just clip it onto itself.
Gotcha.
It ain't going to fall. It ain't going to get in anyone's way. It ain't going to drag on the ground. And by the time the trailer gets about 1.5 feet away from the truck, the brakes will lock up.
I got it. That's great.
That's something that we hope we never have to use, but if it's going to have to be there.
But if I've done all of this right, I should never have to use it, right?
If you've done all this right, and no one's done anything crazy or stupid for you, yes, this is all right.
Okay.
It's really not that difficult.